Hey everyone, today's it is about when you can't walk after a fight because of your pain. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You and Bakugo had been dating for a while now, and your relationship had grown stronger. You had been through thick and thin together, fighting battles and facing obstacles side by side. But today, after a grueling fight, you couldn't keep walking. You stopped, clutching your side in pain. Bakugo turned around, his expression immediately turning to one of concern. "What's wrong?" he asked, rushing to your side immediately. "It's just my side. It hurts too much to keep walking." You gasped, struggling to catch your breath. Bakugo took one look at you and knew you were in trouble. He scooped you up in his arms and began carrying you back to the dorms. "Hold on, Wyan. I'll get us there in no time," he said, his voice filled with determination. As he carried you, you couldn't help but feel grateful for him. He had always been there for you, no matter what, and today was no exception. You leaned your head against his chest, feeling the warmth and comfort of his embrace. When you finally reached the dorms, Bakugo placed you on the couch and began examining your injury. "Looks like you've got a pretty bad bruise here. You need to rest," he said, his voice softening. You nodded, feeling too weak to argue. Bakugo quickly fetched some ice and placed it on your side, making sure you were as comfortable as possible. As you laid there, Bakugo stayed by your side, holding your hand and reassuring you that everything was going to be okay. You couldn't help but feel grateful for him, for all the times he had been there for you, and for all the love and care he had always shown you. Days passed, and your injury slowly healed, but the memory of Bakugo's love and care remained within you. You knew that no matter what the future held, as long as you had Bakugo by your side, you could face anything. Bakugo made sure to check up on you every day, bringing you meals and medicine and everything else you needed. You felt a little guilty for causing him so much trouble, but he didn't seem to mind at all. He was just happy he was able to take care of you. As the days went by, you couldn't help but feel a little restless. You had never been one to sit still for too long, and being cooped up in the dorms was starting to drive you a little crazy. Bakugo seemed to sense your restlessness and came up with a plan. "Hey, Lion, how about we go out for a walk?" he suggested, holding out his hand. You hesitated for a moment, still feeling a little sore, but eventually you took his hand and let him lead you outside. The fresh air felt good on your face, and you slowly began to relax as you walked. As you walked with Bakugo, he talked about all sorts of things, latest hero news to his favorite foods. You couldn't help but smile at his enthusiasm, feeling grateful for his company. Eventually, you reached a small park, and Bakugo suggested you sit down and rest for a bit. As you sat there, watching the world go by, he took your hand and squeezed it gently. "I know you've been through a lot lately, Lion, but I want you to know that I'll always be here for you, no matter what happens. I'll always love you," he said, his voice soft and sincere. You felt a lump form in your throat, overwhelmed by his words. You turned to him and smiled, feeling more in love with him than ever before. I I love you too, Bakugo. Thank you for always being here for me," you said, your voice filled with emotions. Bakugou leaned in and kissed you gently, his hand still wrapped around yours. As you sat there, wrapped in each other's arms, you knew that no matter what the future held, you would always have Bakugou by your side. As the sun begins to set, you and Bakugou slowly made your way back to the dorms, hand in hand. The sky was painted in hues of orange and pink, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of spring flowers. As you walked, you felt a sense of peace and contentment settle over you. You knew that life would never be easy, but with him by your side, you felt like you could do anything. When you finally reached the dorms, Bakugou turned to you and smiled. I'm glad we got to spend some time outside, Lion. You look so much better already, he said, his eyes filled with warmth and love for you. You smiled back at him, grateful for everything I'd done for you, the support, the time he spent on you, literally everything. Thank you for taking care of me, Bakugou. I don't know what I would do without you. I wouldn't even be able to walk. You said, your voice filled with sincerity, chuckling at the end. Bakugou leaned in and kissed you again, his hand caressing your cheek gently. Well, you actually never have to find out, Lion. You know I'll always be here for you, right? Always by your side. I'll never leave, he said, his voice filled with conviction. You wrapped your arms around him. You knew that he meant every word, which made you feel at peace. And as you closed your eyes and rested your head against his chest, you knew that you had found your home in his embrace. The days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. As time went by, your bond with Bakugou grew stronger, and your love for each other only deepened. Bakugou was always there for you, supporting you and encouraging you. And as you looked back on your journey together, you knew that you had found something special in Bakugou. He was much more than just a boyfriend. He was your partner, your best friend, and your soulmate. That's why you loved him. And that's why he will be more special than anyone else you've ever dated in your whole life. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye. Love you all so much. Bye bye.